Hello, and welcome to Small Business 21st Century and today's segment of Build Your Difference. My name is Pierre Walters, co-founder and CEO of BrandDesk, where we work directly with visionaries to help build successful businesses and memorable brands. In this episode, we are looking at the shifting tide of business, how the traditional employee model is changing, and how the rise of the gig economy is affecting all of us. Before the pandemic, the small business community made up nearly half of the businesses in the United States. With technology and the advances in technology, smaller businesses were able to utilize the different platforms to reach a much larger target audience. Amazon, Etsy, and social media all allow small business owners to market their products or brand directly and efficiently. The savvy business owner who knew how to use these platforms grew and was able to open storefront sites, allowing them to employ local talent. And with the pandemic, all businesses were impacted. We learned to shift with the demands of the pandemic and navigate supply chain issues, but our most significant shift happened in terms of our employees and how to allow operations to continue. As a mass exodus from on-site to remote work, employers quickly adapted to working remotely and kept their teams operating at their very best. And now that we have learned to take precautionary measures, employees are ready to bring employees back on site. However, what the pandemic taught us about working remotely is that many employees liked the flexibility in scheduling their days. And if time was needed for family matters, they could easily do so as long as their workloads and demands were met. The pandemic slowed the world, and it forced us to look at how we were structuring our lives. Employees were constantly working and often after hours, which led to regulatory compliance issues, and business owners were just as stressed about meeting the demands of a competitive global market. In terms of work, we were constantly on, and this level of performance isn't necessarily sustainable. The world reacted, and now, as we migrate back to on-site work, many businesses are considering a hybrid situation. This, for many, is a win-win. Think about it. Meetings are a necessary part of any business. And while we can manage most of our workplace strategies and business alignment through an online meeting or meeting and strategizing and such, strategizing on new products or plans cannot be underestimated. We need that social interaction that we find in the workplace to keep us connected and engaged. Well, will we see businesses return to a traditional employee model? We probably won't, and we'll need to learn how to navigate this new hybrid operating model efficiently. Additionally, there is an untapped source of talent who has been waiting for such an opportunity, with pay gaps, caregiving crises, or people just wanting to navigate things like a disability or other forms of impact. Working remotely, especially in a tech-centric area of knowledge, has already proved fruitful for those who were limited in working a regular 8-to-5 or 9-to-5 job. Many of our clients are women and minority owned. We have been able to employ top talent faced with these very same restrictions for several years. And many business owners are families who juggle work-life and home-life balance. And just as many people work a full-time job in addition to running their small business, in essence, we have seen this trend take shape and have become pioneers in navigating a remote workforce based on talent and learning how to navigate restrictions our team members may face regarding their home life. It requires agility and the ability to pivot quickly. And this ability, though, stems from the fact that our team is talented. It brings unique skill sets and has learned to think critically and creatively to find solutions to our clients' needs. Big business is tapping into what the gig economy has been dealing with for several years. According to Upwork, a top freelance platform, nearly 36% of the workforce are freelancers. Freelancers want the ability to work their schedules, choose the clients that they work with, and many often work with up to 3 to 4 clients at a time. Freelancers seek the ability to choose when and how they work, and for many, having that ability simply means also taking control of their financial planning and goals. It's all very appealing, even for employees, choosing to work with an employer. Big business is not just faced with global competition, but with competition on keeping their employees engaged and productive within the company. It's a symbiotic relationship between the gig economy and big business, where big businesses can learn from the freelance community and freelancers can find opportunities with big business. Creative or exponential organizations like Google, Amazon, Coursera, or even Airbnb, to scale quickly, have long since been using both the traditional model type of employees alongside freelancers. When a business has an idea and needs to move quickly, vetting a talented employee could take months. And for many smaller organizations, that time is just not in the budget. Having a person on site may not really make that kind of sense. These organizations can contract and expand their workforce by utilizing employees as well as freelancers. People realize that their skill set can be used for more than just their employer, but as a means to gain other profitable opportunities. In truth, we are now faced with a workforce market, with the world learning to meet the demands and expectations of coveted talent. Women, disabled, and even older workers faced with obstacles are taking their talent and starting businesses. Studies show that with longer lifespans, older Americans are choosing to stay in the workforce longer. So the opportunity is now for businesses to take advantage of the years of knowledge gained by these employees and reverse training using younger generations who can adapt to tech more quickly. While technological advances will continue, we need a human element in our workforce to analyze and communicate that data, a trainable skill. Transferable skills, or skills a person can use in any industry, will be highlighted. This is the diversity that we need. We are now in a Dr. Spock meets James T. Kirk world where diversity is highlighted and should be promoted within any organization, big or small. We're going to take a quick break, but when we come back, we'll take a deeper look into this fascinating transition that brings more diversity to the workplace. Stay with us.
With liberty and justice for all.
Does that mean bunnies? And puppies?
Every year, thousands of companion animals and billions of factory farm and lab animals are legally abused and killed. But this can be stopped. Tell Congress to support sensible, humane laws. Sign the Animal Bill of Rights now.
Don't forget the puppies.
And welcome back to Build Your Difference. Today, we're looking at the shifting tides of business, why the traditional employee model is giving way to the rise of the gig economy, and how businesses can leverage diversity and hybrid work models. Now, let's turn our focus to the small businesses that have successfully navigated social commerce, marketing, and understanding today's buyers. One key element successful businesses have in common is understanding where to find their niche markets and audiences and how to communicate with those people. Marketing trends are evolving as new technology trends are taking place. Now, this evolving landscape can be vastly confusing, not to mention demanding, because businesses seem to have little choice but to remain masters of an endless amount of latest trends. Not all, and not only must a business understand its social media metrics and utilize best social listening techniques as possible, but they've got to also have state-of-the-art SEO practices. SEO means search engine optimization. This means businesses are constantly on demand. This can often be overwhelming for the small business owner. Audiences are now mobile. They want the ease of use of shopping via their mobile device at the bare minimum, or having access to the brand's app, your app, for easier shopping and payment options. Many businesses can struggle to keep up if they aren't aware of the latest audience shopping preference. You know, social commerce is where the most considerable growth is happening. A quick scroll of your Instagram or TikTok or even Snapchat account, and you will see numerous influencers, from mega influencers to micro influencers, demonstrating their latest cooking techniques, their cake decorating skills, their home improvement hacks or gym workouts, beauty hacks, or the ever popular fashion get ready with me, showcasing their latest fashion finds. The fact is, your audience buys from those whose opinion matters. Influencer marketing and social commerce almost always go hand in hand, and even if you don't have the budget or the means to participate in influencer marketing, you can still use social commerce. How? Well, social commerce is easy and it's agile to use for your consumers. They can shop on the social platform without having to exit it, allowing instant purchases seamlessly as they scroll their timeline. According to Influencer Marketing Hub, global social commerce sales are estimated to reach nearly $1.3 billion this year in 2023. The average user spends 2 or more hours on social media a day, and this translates to many opportunities for small business owners like you and like me, or freelancers, to use social media for audience engagement and brand promotion. Not only have consumers become savvier in their shopping preferences, but consumers also have higher expectations from the brands with whom they shop. With huge issues like climate control and a fairer sense of equality, the average audience member or consumer wishes to make the best choice with their purchasing power. And brands that demonstrate that they use sustainable and eco-friendly products can often win audience sentiments, younger and older. You know, shoppers of every age and millennials are very, very concerned with the health of the planet. Now, not only are the products or services that they engage with vital to them, but how the brand chooses to incentivize employees with brand perks is also gaining ground. Primarily, if these perks are geared towards promoting a healthy planet, our employees are often our brand ambassadors. And if our employees can't get behind our very products or our own services, then this can often translate to the audience that they may not wish to interact with your brand. Encouraging employees with perks is a great way to help promote your business. Social commerce is evolving, not only with influencers and ease of shopping, but subscription services are also exploding on the scene. You know, According to Forbes, subscription services are expected to reach nearly $900 billion by 2026. And if your product or service can benefit from the subscription service model, now is the time to invest in this area. You know, consumers are looking for unique and personalized services and products. A marketing approach doesn't have to be expensive when a brand can narrow in on a niche audience and cater to their needs for a unique and personalized experience. Even something as simple as personalizing your email can significantly impact the impression you make with your target audience. You know, products that can easily add a name or even change color based on the buyer's preference, those products are another option for promoting those businesses, and your business's own uniqueness can be seen. You know, it can all seem daunting, especially if you are a new business looking for guidance on the latest trends and resources to propel your business to the top. Branddesk was created with small businesses and freelancers in mind, and we strive to bring unique and highly specialized services to our clients who have struggled with the latest technologies and trends. And you know, the opportunity is there, and the resources are available for people wishing to take control of their lives and earning ability by starting their own businesses. If you're not sure where to start, every entrepreneur can tell you the same thing. It takes having an idea and solving a problem. And once you have an idea for your business, check with vetted resources who can offer you advice on where to start. A solid business plan with goals that you wish to achieve will set you apart. Now listen, we're going to take a quick break, but when we come back, we're going to take a deeper look into succession planning and exactly what goals and metrics to pay attention to when growing your business. Stay with us.
Our national forests are for everyone because everyone depends on them for clean air and millions of us for drinking water. But there's been so much devastation. The Arbor Day Foundation asks for everyone's help to replant our national forests. Visit arborday.org. See how you can help.
And welcome back. You know, today's show is all about the shifting tide of our hybrid and diversified workforce, social commerce, and understanding our buyers' shopping preferences. Today, we're going to concentrate on succession planning and how to help your business grow by having goals and metrics in place. It's easier now more than ever to start a business. You probably already know that. But with the rising trends that we face, understanding those trends can help you to navigate how to market to your target audience. A niche aspect of your business can also help set you apart from your competition. Now, even if you are not interested in starting a business based on a product, if you have a skill that you can market, a service-focused business is still possible. At Branddesk, we have helped online stores and service-based businesses all across the country. Freelancers are making strides because of their ability to navigate their own work-life demands. Freelancers can quickly turn their freelance skills into their own businesses. They say working in your business means that you are not growing your business. And as a business owner, this is something to which I can definitely attest. One of the most challenging learning curves is understanding your talents, how to market those talents, and designing a pricing scale that makes sense for you as an entrepreneur and your clients. Starting a business without an idea of your why can lessen your chances of success. And what is your why for starting your business anyway? For many, it creates an opportunity for generational wealth or financial freedom, which takes planning and goals. It's easy to become overburdened in work or working for a client, and it can feel like you are just working a regular job. But the focus must be on project management, delegation, creating and establishing operations of procedure, and assessing and reassessing your business goals to ensure that they align with your plans. Prior businesses operated with a 5-year business plan, which no longer applies today. Today's savvy business owners understand that business planning must happen annually in order to stay on top of all of these trends that are bubbling to the top and be able to pivot quickly to meet the market's demands. The goal is to build a brand vision where you would like to see your company in 1 year, then in 5 years, and then in 10 years. And often businesses understand their products, services, and need to understand that consumers may not have the skills needed for the compliance or the financial planning of their business if they want to go that route. Now, when operating lean, as many startups do, planning can often be pushed to the side. With no clear direction in mind, then no clear direction can be given to your skilled freelancers or creative agencies. In my business, we've learned to listen to what our clients say. And while they understand their vision, they may not always understand how to achieve it. And with new technologies, cryptocurrencies, and social commerce, it can be challenging to protect yourself and your consumer. So we take the time to understand businesses and all that it entails from top to bottom to help realize the client's vision. It's a change of mindset, really. And as an employee, your employer handles this vision and financial planning for you. But now, you, as a business owner, are required to take that financial planning and establish a sustainable strategy that can grow your business and grow your brand over the course of time. Brand Desk was established with the visionary in mind. We've created a boutique offering of services based on value and brand growth. And I would say that our ability to help people achieve their vision really requires us to work together. And we've picked the best artists and producers equipped to handle these kinds of projects. Growing a vision takes time. It takes patience and a foundational understanding of business and operations. And small businesses and entrepreneurs may not have that time, or they may not even have that team in place yet. But by taking on the mindset of a larger organization, you can quickly expand and constrict as needed. Often, when an owner is uncertain how a process should look, a skilled freelancer can provide insight and a testing basis to help you establish that set of operating standards. So listen, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to try out different processes to see how each one works for you, and keep adjusting. As I mentioned earlier, many people who have joined the freelance network have become skilled in adaptability and learning new programs quickly. Many of the project management platforms offer some similarities in how they function, and a trend is becoming a concern for many larger businesses is hiring for a niche set of skills or knowledge specifics that can stunt their growth because they're not allowing employees to expand on their skills. In our time as a creative agency, we have heard from countless freelancers who became exasperated while trying to find a job and were being turned down for a position because they did not have a piece of very specific knowledge in an area. For example, one freelancer skilled at employee classification and job costing who understands work comp, coding, and payroll regulations was not selected for a position because they didn't have established government coding practices. This freelancer's skills were easily transferable, and with a little bit of training, possibly they were overskilled. You see, understanding your employees or freelancers and their capabilities will be critical to your growth strategies and succession planning. This cannot be easy to assess if you do not have a vision or how you would like your operations to flow. As you grow your business, you're going to have opportunities to establish employee learning and development initiatives and perks. And this is going to be a massive win because our employees are our consumers. Just like our consumers, employees wish to work for businesses that demonstrate excellent brand reputation and employee management. I hope that you've enjoyed this episode of Small Business 21st Century in today's segment of Build Your Difference. I want you to remember that to build a successful small business, looking for ways to establish your difference in the community is essential. Use the strategies that we've covered today to make your business a haven for employees and contractors who will rally around your vision and become your most trusted brand ambassadors. As marketing consultant Simon Sinek once said, "The responsibility of a company is to serve the customer. The responsibility of leadership is to serve their people so that their people may better serve the customer. And if leaders fail to serve their people first, both customer and company will suffer." Thank you.